Welcome in to another Phenom Focus. I'm your host, Patrick O'Brien with Phenom Hoops. Today we're bringing another special guest, another big-time recruit, big-time player that we've actually seen over a few weeks here, most recently at the Summer Havoc, Khalil Brantley. Khalil, how are you doing today?
I'm good. And yourself?
I'm doing pretty well. Can't complain. Glad that we get some basketball now back. You're kind of getting back on the court and everything like that there. Um, just kind of wanted to bring a little introduction to you. You know, you're a kid from New York. You've been one of the top guards in the country there. You've been putting on shows, averaging, what was it, 35 points per game last year in high school. Continue to do the same this summer. We've seen you at a couple of events here. Like I said, the most recent one, we saw you at the Summer Havoc with BMAZE and everything. So we've gotten to see your game and everything like that. So I wanted to shed some light to bring some more attention to your game and everything like that, as well as a little recruitment update there. So, but to start off and everything, I just wanted to ask you how everything's been kind of going for you, and what's kind of like been a typical day for you as with basketball and everything going on.
Everything's been going good. Recruitment has been going good. A regular day for me would usually be like wake up in the morning, either go to the gym or go to strength and conditioning, and then go to the gym. So I work out maybe 3 to 4 times, 2 to 3 times a day around there.
What's kind of been kind of your focus and mindset? I know everything it's been a unique year to say the least there, but what's kind of been your mindset for this summer?
My mindset for this summer was really to show college coaches and show other people I can play with the players at the top level, and I can, be able to defend well, get my teammates more involved, and being able to just be another coach on the court that can score and also, make his teammates look like superstars.
Now, you got a chance to show that this summer. Like I said, most recently it was at the Summer Havoc out in Rock Hill. You had a tremendous event. It was an outstanding event overall. You got to play with BMAZE. How do you think that kind of went for you? You got to play with some premier talent alongside of you, but how was that for you and everything, and how do you think that event went for you?
Playing with BMAZE is, it's always great. Playing with Brandon, it's not really hard to play with top-level players because you know where they're going to be at, and they kind of know where you're going to be at. Of course, you bump heads a little bit, but, getting cool with different guys like that, getting cool with the coaching staff, and it's helping me in my game, and it's helping me get more exposure at the next level.
You talked about your game here. When I watched you, you made scoring look so easy and everything like that, and scoring from all over levels. But for people that haven't seen your game, how would you best describe what you can do and how you work on the court?
I feel like the way I work on the court, it has to be unmatched because I'm a 6-foot guard. I rebound, I score, I can pass the ball, I defend, I block shots, I steal the ball. So I feel like I try to do every little thing in a point guard or do every little thing in the player that a coach wants on the floor.
Now, when you talk about your game, you really impact the floor in multiple ways there, but your scoring has really captured a lot of eyes as well. I mean, you were putting on 40 points, 30-point performances left and right, but that's nothing different for you there. What is it? How do you make your game make it look so easy, and how much do you work on just scoring the ball on so many different levels? Is there anybody that you kind of like model your game after or anything like that? But how do you work with that?
A little bit. I've been watching a lot of Damian Lillard because Damian, he's another scoring guard that can also, facilitate and do other things as well. So I've been watching him a lot. I like watching a lot of people try to compare me to Russell Westbrook because of the intensity I play at, and I can fly, I can jump high as a guard. So the intensity that he brings to the game, the intensity that them two players really bring to the game is what I really model my game after.
Now, you talked about those are two pretty good comparisons. You bring the athleticism, the scoring threat, and you also rebound and do a lot of other things to impact the floor. But what are some areas that you've been actually hoping to work on this summer with your game?
improving my long range ball. As you guys can see, I know I hit a couple of 3-pointers. My 3-pointers getting pretty good. Just I've gotten stronger, so being able to finish around the rim that has a lot to do with my strength and conditioning, and being able to consistently hit shots has to do, with the trainers I work out with, and then consistent reps, and being how could I say it? What was that? Let me think. And yeah, just being consistent.
I got you. I wanted to shed a little bit of light looking back at the high school season. Now it feels like it was forever ago now. But you, like I said, you averaged 35 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals. Looking back at the season, what was it like coming out and just putting on a show every day, and everybody kind of expecting it and everything?
Yeah. With the team I had this year, we had a couple of good pieces, but it was like a lot of it was kind of depending on me. So it couldn't have been no bad game, because people might start thinking it's a fluke if we start losing games. And I'm just a winner. So even if I went out there and had to grab 20 rebounds and not score 35 points, that's what I would have done. Yeah. But my goal this year was to go out and score the basketball, get rebounds, and put my teammates involved to where they can also look good.
What does it take to kind of have that target on your back? Obviously, when teams and opponents played against you, you were going to be their number one target, trying to stop or at least slow down, I would just say. What kind of mindset have you been able to train yourself to have coming in every day, every night, and eventually will help you at the next level?
Right. Really, my mindset changed when I went from being the hunting to the hunted, because, went out there every night. Nobody really knows me at first, and then I start having these big games. They start looking, catching an eye on me. So, funny story, first every game of the year, playing for boys and girls. I'm a little nervous because, everybody's there. It's the first game of the season. Everybody wants to see what I do. Right off the tip-off, they go into a box and one. I didn't think they were going to do anything like that. So, that's when I was like, it's going to be a long season, and I'm going to have to, put on every night in order for me to win. And that's going to help me really at the next level, to where a lot of people are going to key on me for scoring. But then when I start facilitating and getting my other teammates involved, it'll really be nothing that they can do to stop me.
Let's just say you learned pretty quickly that you were becoming the hunted there.
Right away.
Right away. Yeah, your recruitment has been going pretty well as well. You've earned some offers in June, and some other ones, some big time offers there. Overall, just in the grand scheme of things, how has your recruitment been going overall, and what offers do you currently hold right
now? I'm not gonna be able to get to all of the offers, but the recruitment has been going. It's been going great. I've picked up offers from Oklahoma State, Georgetown. I have LaSalle. I have Vermont. I got North Carolina A&T. I got Seton Hall. Off the top, that's all I can remember right now off the top of my head.
Okay.
The interest, I have Norfolk State. It's a lot more schools.
I got you. Well, let me ask you about some of the bigger ones. The first off there, you said Oklahoma State, Georgetown, and Seton Hall off the top of your head right there. What of those schools have been saying to you, and what's kind of how strong have they been in developing a relationship with you?
All of those schools have really been, they all call, check in on me. Talked to Coach Mike like yesterday or something. I talked to Coach Lewis yesterday. Coach Forty always calls and he checks on me. So I've have really good relationship with those schools.
What have they kind of said that they like about your game? Obviously, your scoring factor and everything, and leading the point guard, leading the charge there. But what are some of the other things that they kind of really think that you can fit well in their system?
Because they said they like dogs. They see I can score the basketball, but at the same time they see me like they like Seton Hall was at the game when I hit the half court shot against Brentwood to they was undefeated, so in front of them, so they've seen me in action before. They've seen what I can do, and they just like the intensity I come to the game with and the dog I got.
Now, if I remembered correctly, and I was looking up there, your most recent ones I think were LaSalle, Norfolk State, and North Carolina A&T. I think are the most recent ones. On top
Yes.
of those, there, what did the kind of some of those schools said to you when they offered?
North Carolina A&T. I've talked to them a lot. I'm trying to get on the visit to go on campus because that's what's really holding me back right now. I'm not been able to go on campus to get a visit, but they say they like my game. They watch me from afar, and they think like the way they go in their program, I can come in and help change that. Norfolk State, I talked to them a couple times. LaSalle, I've been on a Zoom call with LaSalle
Okay.
and introduced me to the coaches and stuff like that.
I wanted to ask you more about the North Carolina team. It sounds like really want to get out to a visit and kind of check it out. What kind of intrigues you about that school?
It being the HBCU and the fact that like they're gonna be in the Big South by the time I go to by the time I'll go to college, and and the record. I think they had the best record in their conference this year, and then the way and the direction they're going is, I know it's going to be fun to be a part of.
I got you. Have you been able to, obviously, this is probably in the past, everything like that, but have you been able to make any visits in the past or maybe some virtual visits, like you said, that you, to like LaSalle and stuff?
Not really a visit. I went on like an unofficial to watch Seton Hall play.
Okay. How was that? How was that visit, unofficial visit for you?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was good. Got to meet the coaches. Talked to Miles a little bit. We became a little cool. Like, we still cool to this day. It was just fun to watch their style of play and the role that I'm probably going to be in by the time I get to Seton Hall.
Would you say any schools, I know you still got time and everything like that, would you say any schools are really standing out among others for you right now?
No, sir. Not right now. I really haven't cut my list, or really. I'm going to cut my list, like, I don't know, soon. I would just keep playing this summer and see how the rest of the summer plays out, then,
I got you. I can totally understand that. What schools that haven't offered that are showing interest in you?
Pitt, Iowa State, Missouri, Syracuse called when I was like during school. I think that's it. Those are the ones.
Yeah. Would any of those schools really catch your eye if an offer came? Like, is there anyone that you kind of grew up watching more, or any school that you would really kind of be like, wow, that's going to be one of my top schools there?
Nah, it will never be that, because it's never like the name who I'm playing for. It'll be like how I fit in, or how I feel like the coach, like what position or what role the coach wants me to come and play in, and is it really genuine on what he's really talking about.
I can understand that there. Would those be some of your kind of main factors, or are there any other factors that would be going into your decision or your recruitment, just overall in general, when you're hearing and talking to these programs?
Right. A coach that will let me come in and play my game, because that's what he recruited me for, a family-type atmosphere, somewhere where I can feel comfortable and talk to anybody like if it was my parents, like anybody from the coaching staff, and just being able in that school, helping me being able to get to the next level playing professionally, whether that's overseas or in the NBA.
And you mentioned you mentioned that you want to cut down your list soon. Is there any time frame when you may want to cut your list or ultimately decide?
No, sir. Ain't really no time frame right now. God is the best of planners right now, so whenever it's time, he'll let me know.
Yeah, that's a great mindset there. That's a great mindset. Well, Khalil, I mean, you've had an off the charts summer. Being able to show your full game, you've been really fun to watch. And if people haven't watched you yet, they should definitely there. So I want to thank you for joining us today, for myself and for Phenom Focus. So we greatly appreciate you coming on today and just talking to us and kind of give us a little insight of your game and a little bit, what your recruitment's been going on and everything.
Thanks for having me. Y'all always been good for my publicity. Phenom, who's been around for a little minute, and then where y'all going and what are y'all doing is great for for the upcoming kids, and then for the rest of giving the seniors and the 17 and under a season a chance to still get a little bit of more looks and offers and interest and stuff like that.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the kind words there. We'll be checking you out some more. We'll definitely be following you all throughout there. So we'll be providing some more updates with you in there. And make sure everybody to check out some more interviews with us at PhenomFocusReport.com. So I appreciate it, and everyone have a great, blessed day.
Amen.